YNW Melly back in court today. His attorney saying the state has not given enough evidence to this point to keep him in jail, but prosecutors say they have proven plenty that shows he needs to remain behind bars.
Lawyers for YNW Melly have just submitted new paperwork requesting his release from jail. It was reported today that Florida rapper YNW Melly was targeted inside his cell block. Sources say the attack happened over commissary goods and block authority, a common issue in jail when new inmates try to prove themselves by challenging the most popular or powerful person. But things took an unusual turn when an email leaked showing that YNW Bortland had accepted a plea deal against Melly. The email read, "Given Mr. Henry's plea deal and proffer agreement, we requested his deposition as soon as possible. Given the circumstances, we are concerned for his safety and would like to facilitate it in the next 30 days. Please advise if you'll continue to represent all defendants." Prosecutors believe Bortland might get caught lacking in his cell block before he could testify, but instead, YNW Melly was the one targeted. Ironically, this may work in Melly's favor because he has now filed a lawsuit against Broward County, suing the Broward Sheriff's Office for cruel treatment and demanding immediate release from prison. He claims he hasn't been allowed to see or speak with his family for 3 years, describing his conditions as freezing cold, with inedible food and no human contact. Confident about his freedom, Melly even ordered a $100,000 chain to wear upon release.
I would assume
but it's still,
that he spent a lot of money on lawyers, like an amount that would probably...
That kid spent a lot of money on a lot of things that shouldn't have been spent on.
Really? Like what else?
And cars, jewelry. And he's not even out to wear the jewelry. I'm like, why are you buying jewelry? You're not here to wear the jewelry.
No, definitely lawyers are probably the best thing you can spend.
That's
money
what
on.
bro. But he's good with lawyers, bro. Like, money ain't an issue for lawyers. Like, he's fine, but it's just like, there was a lot of stuff that should have went to lawyers that he didn't spend on lawyers. And I'm like, bro. And now it's like, he don't even want the chain no more.
What could help YNW Melly gain his release is an interview his mother, Jamie King, did with TMZ. She painted a disturbing picture of her son's life behind bars, saying he might not survive much longer. During her emotional rant, she expressed frustration that Melly was granted a mistrial in his first case, meaning he essentially beat the charges. Yet he's still being held.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail. They don't give it to him.
Later, Jamie King explained that she feels absolutely heartbroken for her son and helpless because he's not even being treated like a human being inside jail.
You saw Melly's statement just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life. As a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
This interview drew massive media attention, prompting Charleston White to react. He claimed that this is exactly how YNW Melly should be living, arguing that fame shouldn't earn him special treatment. He stated that Melly deserves the same jail experience as anyone else.
The YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated when you done chose to play somebody.
The situation even caught the attention of rap OG Boozy, who spoke out about the stress Jamie King has endured watching her son suffering.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
Meanwhile, with YNW Melly appearing confident and composed in court during his lawsuit hearings, the feds responded by arresting his ex-girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
The judge offered Mariah a deal. If she agreed to testify against YNW Melly, she'd be set free. She accepted the offer immediately, marking devastating news for Melly. On her ride home, Mariah even posted on Facebook, "To my village, thank you all. I love you so much. God's plan, not mine." However, investigators later discovered disturbing evidence in her iCloud account linking Melly to witness tampering, suggesting he forced her not to testify during his trial. This development effectively canceled Melly's entire lawsuit.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
Prosecutors claimed YNW Melly had used jail phones to commit witness tampering, calling Mariah Hamilton, and using coded language to convince her to leave the United States so she couldn't testify in the original trial. This explains why Melly hasn't been allowed to use the phone or have any contact with others for years. These claims were first made public by YNW Juvy's father, though no one paid attention at the time.
Was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person and then that person.
Seems like to me they going through extreme measures, trying to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna, and they said Rocket's baby mom. And
when this new evidence was presented to the judge, it influenced his decision on whether to grant YNW Melly's bond release. The judge asked both sides, Melly's lawyers and prosecutors, to present reasons for and against his release. Prosecutors began by showing text messages in which Melly allegedly admitted to the crime.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, "I did that," and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly account says what?
After that, SHHHH.
Alongside this, they presented a video showing YNW Melly dancing in a parking lot with YNW Bortland just hours after crime took place.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey! No, still turned, regardless of what happened. You already know.
The footage showed no signs of sadness over the deaths of their two best friends. Later, surveillance footage revealed YNW Melly leaving the recording studio and sitting in the back left seat of the Jeep before Sack Chaser, Juvie, and Bortland got in. This detail matched official court documents stating, the direction of items traveling from left to right in the car supports the claim that they originated from the back left seat, where YNW Melly was positioned. Even YNW Juvie's mother confirmed that Melly was sitting there.
Can you state your name? Your full legal name for the jury?
I'm Leon Phillips.
Okay. And are you related to one of the victims in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right-hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Janelle.
When it was YNW Melly's turn to present his defense, his legal team argued that during the original trial, even prosecutors admitted that no firearm had ever been found.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what was used.
Okay.
They also claimed that YNW Bortland should never have been offered a plea deal, as he was the one hiding evidence in his home closet.